Hi, everybody.
Welcome to More Than Money. I'm Mark Manella.
Stephen Balance.
We hope you're with us.
Yeah.
Because this is the second time we're trying to do this broadcast this morning.
Yep.
Hey, what if there was a present, something that would honor and do wonderful things, a present that was more than money, but was free for your mother?
Free.
Free.
Free. Free sounds.
That's what you jump up with, the free,
I love her.
Yeah.
She would want that for me.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to hear about it, right?
I do, so
and
much.
I'm hoping that all you listening will hear about it too, so stay with us. But before we go there, I'd like to talk about the Christian Investment Forum that's coming up here in St. Louis. We've been
Okay.
talking about it for a while.
Okay.
The date's been postponed because we're trying to bring in stellar speakers such as Dan Celia. He's committed so far. Art Alley, the founder and president of the first mutual fund ever to invest with biblical principles by prospectus. So this is going to be big. This is going to be exciting. Great speakers, great booths for vendors and people and it's all going to be free. Plus we have the Kingdom Brothers Blues band is going to be there. At least they've committed to it. So we're trying to coordinate all these people and pull them all together and find a great. Looks like it's going to be beginning of October.
Okay. So it changed from late August, early September.
Yeah. What I'd like to do though is say, hey, since it's going to be free, and we're expecting a whole lot of people. There's goodie bags that we wanted to give out to those who attended, but it looks like it's going to be only for so many people now because it might be bigger than we thought. So if you're going to come to this or hope to come to this, you're going to want to let us know. So you're going to have to email us and let us know so we can put a name on one of the goodie bags of all the gifts and stuff. So when you show up that Saturday morning, and then email us at?
You can email us at contact@mtmministry.com, or wouldn't you think they could call us?
Oh, sure. You could call us.
You can call us 314-212-1405.
And we'll get you on that reservation list. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to cost you anything. It doesn't mean anything, but for the first, I guess it's going to be 100 or 200 people. There's going to be goodie bags with all sorts of gifts in them who register for the forum.
Oh.
Of course, you have to come to the forum to get them, too.
Okay.
And the forum is free.
Okay.
It'll be free, along with the music and along with the great speakers and the breakout sessions and the book signings and all that
you
kind
can
of
meet
stuff.
some famous people.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. That was my only announcement. Do you have any?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Nothing.
Well, then today's topic, Mother's
Day. Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Have you ever considered why we celebrate Mother's Day? I know that sounds like one of those questions, but it's primarily because we want to show our love. And because we want mothers to understand that we do know that they're all giving, they're all caring, they're all loving. I mean, mothers more than anybody are caring, patient, loving, giving people, and we set aside one day a year to celebrate that, when it should be every day should be that, as it should, with respect. But and people go out and they buy chocolates and they buy cards and they take people out to dinner and their moms out to dinner. I understand all that. And by the way, I also understand that, many of us are miss our mom this time of year because, our moms may have passed away or something may happen in their life, and there are some that the relationship isn't that great. And we do pray for you, for those who have relationship problems with their mom or their children. But today we're celebrating mom, and this is More Than Money Mother's Day celebration. Because moms are so important.
They are.
And we want to do that by talking about a few things, such as.
Well, I would like to touch on our thought in the very beginning. What if you could do something? Well, it's not really you doing something. It's you gaining something.
That's when I said, and it's free.
And it's free.
What? It's better than free.
Yeah.
Because you actually get something in return for this Mother's Day gift or this Mother's Day act of love and appreciation. I don't know, I can't say this is true about everybody, but I see mothers that are being talked to all the time. It seems like moms listen well.
Talk to.
Yeah, talk
to.
to. Moms listen well.
Yeah.
You know, I see my wife with my children. She'll be on the phone with them for hours, and she doesn't say 10, 15
Yeah.
minutes worth. But so
Yeah.
you know the other end is talking.
Yeah.
So mom, you know, and if they were calling dad, it'd be like, yeah, okay. So this is what you do now. See you later, bye. You know.
Yeah.
But when it's to mom listens well. Well, here's something really interesting. Moms are the epitome of caring, loving, nurturing, all the wonderful things. It means that God has instilled a lot of great wisdom in them, and a lot of great knowledge. And they, you know, it might be a young mom or an elderly mom, but it's a mom. Here's a thought: what if you took a little notebook, or asked your mom and said, "Mom, I would like just a moment of your time. I'd like to sit down and pick your brain for the wisdom you've learned over the years. What have you learned as being a mom and a woman of God?"
Yeah.
And then be still and take notes and listen to mom and encourage her. Ask open-ended questions like what else, Mom?
Yeah.
What else have you learned? If you only had one thing that you could leave, one item of wisdom for me as your son or as your daughter, what would that be? If you could change one thing about what you have done in life, what would it be?
Yeah.
But give them the space to, your mom, the space and time to think and to grow into that and pour into your life and make notes of that.
Yeah.
And here's what's really cool. You can take those notes then and make a calendar of motherly wisdom to give her, maybe next
I like that.
Mother's Day. You know, and each month
Yeah.
you could have some of those words of wisdom. Because I'm telling you, it doesn't matter whether it's a mom or dad, but I think moms especially will have some loving, deep insights into this world and into life that would impact your life and probably anybody you'd share those with or allow them to share with.
Yeah.
So what a great gift, huh?
Yeah, you know, I experience this good every other day where I come up with a question or maybe even I get this overwhelming sense that for some reason I just need to tell my mom that I love her and that I appreciate her. And sometimes I actually do it and I tell her. But there are other times where I'm on my way to ask and I'm determined, and then I get there and I think she might think that my question's ridiculous because I'm her son or I have ridiculous questions. But there are times that I don't, and that honestly means that I'm missing out on a lot of wisdom that could be easily obtained, and I don't do it.
But you know what? I want to tug on some heartstrings right now. It probably isn't fair to do this, but my mom passed a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I never did do this. I never did sit down and ask her to share with me what she has learned in life and what wisdom she would like to pass on. And I got to say, growing up with 4 brothers, we didn't listen much either. So I'm afraid I've lost a treasure trove of insights, godly wisdom, and blessings that I could have learned from my mom. She was a great lady.
Yeah.
Don't do the same. Take this time. And here's what's really cool. Nobody listens anymore today. Everybody's just waiting to say, waiting for somebody to finish so they can talk over them, or sell them something or get on with life. What a gift of love to patiently sit and listen and to gently bring out the wisdom that God has instilled in your mom. How does that honor your mom? How would you feel if somebody said, I really want to listen to you for the next 45 minutes to an hour and hear what you've learned in life, and they actually do it, and they actually takes notes.
Yeah.
How would that make you feel? Imagine how that honors your mom, how it shows the respect, how it shows your love for them, how it shows all these great positive things you feel towards your mom, and imagine how much wisdom can come out of it for you. What a great gift. That's my bottom line on it.
One of the things, and we were talking about this beforehand, one of the things that I think that you could do to maybe think ahead of the game, maybe like Mark was saying, maybe you right now don't don't have that person in your life that you can get the wisdom from. But you've had a lot of stuff in your life that you can give wisdom. So, like Mark said at the beginning, what if maybe you had a little life lessons journal, something that you wrote down your ideas, the things that you've learned in your life that if you have kids one day, you could teach them instead of them asking you and you blanking out on them because you haven't had time to think about it.
Yeah, and what an awesome thing that if you're not able to leave that to them while you're alive, but in your will it says, make sure a copy of this gets to each of my children.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine? I mean, I can imagine if I died and, you know, that half sheet of paper of all the wisdom I gathered was given to each of my kids.
Yeah.
Maybe it would impact them. I don't know. Anyway, again, it's Mother's Day, and it's a happy Mother's Day. That's what we want to say. And there's so much more than money that can be put into a gift.
Yeah.
Just the honor and respect you give by listening would be a big one.
Yeah.
And then I think it would bless your life also.
So what about those who, want to go maybe the extra mile and still give gifts?
Well, here's the neat thing about that. You know, this is more than money is everything financial from a biblical point of view.
Yeah.
So I did a little research here. Wouldn't it be great to be able to give and love at the same time?
Yeah.
Well, here's some thoughts. You know, people always say, you know, what, and then there are also day traders and people who like to trade stock. Some stocks go up at certain times of year, you know, different seasons and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, some of the stock prices go up this time of year. Deal with things like, chocolate, cards, florists. Yeah. So I did a little research and I wanted to share with you some ideas. Well, these are ideas. You need to do your research. Remember, whenever we talk about a stock or something, this is for illustration purposes only, and you should be with a financial advisor to make a decision on these.
Yes.
But here's some things to consider. When it comes to chocolates or candies, if you wanted to buy stock in a chocolate company, Hershey's would be one that we wouldn't hold in a portfolio due to their encouragement through financial donations and advertisement that promote alternative or immoral biblical lifestyles.
Wow.
Okay. However, there is a great one. It's called Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. That is an investable stock that is clean. Now, I can't tell you fundamentally or technically whether I'd invest in them at this moment, but they are clean from a biblical perspective.
Hey.
Yeah, and that's great. As far as jewelry, a lot of the jewelry companies seem to get their fingers in ugliness in different ways, like promoting immoral biblical lifestyles or advertising and promoting on anti-family entertainment things, you know. So.
Okay.
Or even their commercials themselves are pornographic in some ways.
Yeah.
So you got to be real careful with them. But one of them that I came across was Blue Nile Inc. That's one that you might be looking into if you ever consider investing because they have screen cleared. And finally, you know, to put a flower on it all, you know, florists. Here's what's really good. A lot of people know about FTD and 1-800-Flowers. Well, FTD did not pass the More Than Money Biblical Responsible Investment screens. However, 1-800-Flowers.com did. Good news about that, if you're buying flowers, 1-800-Flowers.com seems to be very competitive in pricing. I can't tell you whether it's a good stock to invest in, but it's definitely a clean one.
Yeah.
So now, you know, next year when it starts coming around, you might want to kind of watch the prices on these things, see if they get run up because of all the sales that go on.
Yeah.
And with that said, you know, I do want to say again, Happy Mother's Day. And I'd like to talk a little, you know, we have a few things. Obviously, we're on all sorts of social media.
Yeah.
As well as Facebook Live.
Yeah. Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube. Check us out on all of our social media.
Absolutely. And then contact us also. If you'd like to get on that list of the first, we'll say 100 right now.
Okay.
The first 100 people that get on the list for the Christian Investment Forum will receive a goodie bag when they arrive at the forum for all the talks and festivities and the fun. And by the way, this is a family activity.
Yeah.
You can email us at
contact@mtmministry.com.
and all we'll need is your name and email address.
Yep.
And if you want to leave more, you can, and that way we can email you on the specifics of when, you know, when it's going to happen and how it's going to happen, and get you on that list.
Exactly.
Or you can call the 314-212-1405 and just leave your name and your email address with whoever answers the phone, and we'll get you on the list.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you in October or before then. So, any last words? Any thoughts?
Happy Mother's Day to my mother, who I love very much.
Happy Mother's Day to your mother too.
Yeah.
And to my wife, who
yeah.
is mom to the world.
And all the mothers out there, we love you. Without you, we could not do what we do. With the amount of work that you do, we are just impressed by what you do.
Yeah, and thanks, Mom. Thanks for all your love. Thanks for everything you spoke into my life. I miss you. And with that said, I'm glad you're all out there, and I'm glad you're realizing, like we are this morning, that life is
So much more.
than money.
All right.
God bless.